You know, I was never what was considered hip or trendy. I mean, my first album was Song for You by the Carpenters. You know, don't make fun of it. But our next guest, L10, boy, I have never felt less hip or whiter in my life. I mean, you just got it all going on.
I like to be colorful.
You are
Glasses,
colorful.
The tattoos.
Baby, you got it.
You know,
you got it.
It's all about kind of sticking out.
Now, I really have to apologize for calling you Elton.
That's all right.
As in Elton John, the only one,
Lady
John.
Those are some big shoes to fill, but I don't mind being attached to Elton
But yours
John
are pronounced L10.
L10.
So tell me where that comes from.
You know, well, there's 10 letters to my last name, and my last name begins with an L. My real name is L10, but it's kind of been one of those nicknames that have stuck with me since I was a little kid. And so it was perfect to use that as a way to promote my music and as an artist, because it was really fitting. So.
Right. So now, have you always been this hip artist? I mean...
I've always loved
dancing. Tell me
dancing.
you were a geeky kid. I mean,
you know what? I was actually a jock. So I was a springboard diver. I was competitive at that, and so very different from who I am now.
Yeah. So when did the music bug strike you?
I've been singing and songwriting since I was a little kid, but it wasn't till about 2006 I decided to really kind of give it a shot professionally. I started seeing that the music industry was changing. It was a lot easier for independent artists to create and then share, especially with internet being a huge tool. And I recorded a demo, and one thing led to another, and the power of the internet started networking me to some amazing people. And I started releasing singles here and there, and a cult fan base started to develop. It's the coolest thing. It's
a cult fan base.
I mean, you know, just people that were really drawn to electronic music. So, and you know, I love pop music, but I also like music with flair, and it has a little bit of edge to it. So, you know, electronica was something that I've always been drawn to. And I had one big single that took off in Canada. It just did massive out there.
Which was that?
Radio. It's a song called Music's Got You. It was produced by the Speaker Freaks, who are out here in the Bay Area also. And that song just kind of opened this amazing door for me. XM and Sirius Radio became my friend. And just people started blasting me about and hearing my song.
Right.
And I started to see counts on YouTube. And it was just a cool experience. So,
yeah,
you know, the album had to happen.
Now, you've got a song, I think we're going to take a look at it now, called
Oh Yeah.
Oh Yeah.
It's the lead single to my album that I just released in January. It features actually a well-known advocate in our community, Tita Ida, who's been an amazing person, a huge supporter, and I was really grateful to have her a part of the magic of this video. I wanted to relive my prom, and so obviously through the video you'll kind of see.
Well, let's take a look at that, and then we'll see what your prom was like. We're going to take a look now at Oh Yeah with L10 and Tita Ida. Oh my. So is this the prom you wanted to have, or was your prom really that rockin'?
You know what, this is kind of like the prom I wanted to have. My prom was rockin', but I mean, this was kind of like, you know, sky's the limit with imagination and color.
Yeah.
So.
And so where was this prom? You're a San Francisco native.
I'm a Bay Area native. I grew up in the East Bay in a city called Hercules. I went to Pinole Valley High School. And
that was the Pinole Valley High School prom?
You know what? That's what I was kind of thinking that I wanted it to be.
I got it.
So, yeah, no, I wanted to be able to use this video as a way to kind of share this fun experience, but through a youthful type of vision. So.
All right. So now, you've got music that's heard on XM and digital radio and YouTube. What's your next plot to take over the music world?
Well, you know, it's all about promoting this album, Push, that I released. I spent the last 3 years songwriting and working with these amazing producers, John LePage and Leo Frappier out here in the city, the Speaker Freaks, Michael Carrera. So, you know, with all that time, now it's about promoting it and sharing it. I've been featured in a number of blogs. I just was featured in Fab Magazine, which is a huge queer publication in Canada. The fans are loving it out there, which is awesome. And now it's just about sharing it and promoting it with appearances.
So how is this fandom for your social life?
You know what? I mean, I think my social life hasn't really changed that much because I'm so social and outgoing. So, I mean, I can't really kind of tell a difference.
Single boy, married,
I'm
plans?
single, you know. I'm having fun. If the opportunity comes around to and I meet someone special, then, hey, you know, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Now, you started, as you said, as a competitive diver. So had you met Greg Louganis? Was he an idol?
No, but he was definitely an idol. You know, being in that sport, there were people that you really looked up to, and he was one of them.
Did you know he was gay?
You know what? At the time, I don't think that was kind of anything that I really was focused on. It was his diving and his technique, and you know, he was a gold medal diver, so I wanted to be on that platform in the Olympics. But you know what? I took a different route, and I'd rather be a musician at this point.
Now, you've got a little brother.
I have a little brother.
And he's come to see your shows?
Yes, he actually came to my record release party that I threw out here in January, and he's been to a number of events, and he's had fun. You know, he's a full supporter.
Yeah.
He loves the music.
How is music? I mean, it changes so much. I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I wasn't joking when I said I had Karen Carpenter's Song for You, which I actually thought was a cool album.
I love Karen Carpenter.
Gorgeous voice.
You know,
Barbra Streisand
totally.
said voice of the decade, but I won't go there. But that was like a piece of plastic you put on a machine. It's changed seismically since I was your age. But in the last few years, how has music changed and how you distribute it?
Well, you know, I think, like I said, like with music, being an independent artist and with the power of the internet and a lot of tools that are really accessible to you, it opens up the platform for musicians to really share their voice or their talent. You know, to be able to digitally share your music is an amazing thing, you know, because there are going to be people that appreciate it, and there are going to be the people that, you know, kind of, it's not their thing. It's just like music that you hear, you know, when you buy it from the store. It's been easier, but you definitely have to kind of get your face out there. You know, people want to really know who you are as a person behind the music.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do is on my YouTube, you know, I have all my studio stuff, but then I do
But you've got
covers.
your other stuff too that you can hear.
Yeah, I have covers that, you know, I want to sing and share.
Great. Well, we're going to sing and share. We look forward to L10productions.com. Thank you. We've been speaking to L10. I'm David Perry. Thanks for watching 10%, and hope you'll watch next week. Good night.